Welcome back to the Horizon TV, where we speak to the newsmakers as well as ordinary people doing extraordinary things around the world and featuring the voices at the heart of the stories. I'm Sumner Sambo. Now, two elections that will serve as the sort of bellwether for the 2023 presidential election are taking place this year. The first is in the southwestern state of Ekiti, and the second is in Osun state, also in the southwest. And with less than 7 months until the electorate in Osun go to the polls to pick a new governor, two major parties in the state, the APC and the PDP, continue to grapple with internal political crisis. In the opposition People's Democratic Party, there's a protracted tussle over who will emerge as the flag bearer of the party in the election. Despite being cleared by the Governorship Screening Committee of the PDP, some aggrieved members of the party are accusing Senator Ademola Adeleke, the party's candidate in 2018, of forgery and impersonation ahead of the primary election in March. They are calling for Adeleke's disqualification and also say that the PDP has no pact to present Senator Adeleke as its sole candidate for the 2022 governorship polls. They say if he wins the ticket, the party risks losing the contest to the ruling All Progressives Congress. But Adeleke's supporters, in their reaction, describe his traducers as people out for political witch hunt due to his towering stature. So why are members of the PDP at war with one another? Well, I have two members of the PDP who are for and against Senator Adeleke's nomination. Akinloye Adeyi is the coordinator of the concerned members faction in the party, and Nathaniel Oyerinde, who is also a party member. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. And I come to you, what exactly is the problem with the aspiration of Senator Adeleke that you are worried about? I mean, the party has already screened him. You are in the same party, and you have been making a fuss as to why he shouldn't be allowed to partake in the PDP primaries.
Thank you very much for this question and this opportunity. You see, the PDP, like that slogan in Yoruba, it said PDP Tibubuanda. This PDP is for all of us. Nobody has a stake more than the other. Even the party is bigger than all of us. And what we are doing as politicians is about the future. It's about the destiny of people of the state, destiny of members of the party. And we cannot, because of parochialism or because of any selfish interest or greed, allow the destiny of the people to be wished away or to be toyed with at all times. The screening has taken place, like you said, the formality. That's whereby aspirants will go, and in 20 minutes, aspirants will come out and they say they have been screened. And we now realize, the concerned PDP members, that it has always been like that in the past, whereby people that are acclaimed screened will end up having one problem, one knotty issue, very small thing at the end of the day will get them disqualified.
With INEC or with
whether with the public, with the court, with INEC, at the instance of the opposition party or even a member within the party. And this person will claim has been screened. There has been appeal and nothing found against him. But later, somebody will come out with one litless fact, and by that person get disqualified. And the hopes, the expectation of millions get drawn just like that.
Or party members.
Yes. So now we came together. Myself, being a former DSS officer, thought about this. How can I help the party? More so that I'm an experienced person when it comes to screening, when it comes to vetting. What are the ingredients that we look for in what we call the actual screening? So that our aspirants that later gets to the stage of becoming the candidate will not become embarrassment or albatross on us. Will not become a load that will not be able to carry beyond the boundary.
So what? So did you now investigations? Did you involve the party officials in your investigations, and what's the outcome of your own?
Immediately, the aspirants,
your own concerned group,
got cleared, so to say, by the screening committee. We went for whatever facts they supplied the national headquarters, and we got the facts. We went on our own in a self-imposed tax to rescreen them on our own. Then we found a lot of things. The other 5, we were satisfied with all that they submitted.
Yeah, but because there were 6 in number that were screened.
There were 6. But like I said, like I told the appeal committee, a screening appeal committee, I told them that instead of 6 aspirants from Osun State that you were supposed to screen, you screened about 11. They were surprised. The panel was led by Professor Jerry Ghana. They were surprised and taken aback by that revelation. I said, yes, you screen 11 persons instead of 6, because in a particular person, you screen 5 persons. Then they asked me to explain. I said, let's start from that one. That is Senator Ademola Adeleke. And with all these discrepancies in his documents, vital documents that are still going to INEC, vital documents that are still going to the public, because INEC will paste the names of a candidate, and by a particular section of the electoral district, anybody, any member of the public can go to court against that candidate and get the candidate disqualified. So I said, instead of 6 aspirants, you screened 11. And 5 persons in 1.
Yeah, but then, what exactly did you find out in your investigation? That's what I'm...
We found discrepancies in his claims as per the names. That is, some places it would be Ademola Adeleke. In some documents, it will be Ademola Nuruddin Adeleke. Certificate for that.
Yeah, but you have people who actually...
In some documents, it will be Ademola Adeleke Ifai, and so on and so forth. Okay. And we discovered that in the past, such thing has gotten some people removed from office.
Like, so you just have a problem with...
Not just. We have with the certificates too. Take for example...
What's wrong with the certificates?
A lot. One is still pending, that that we are aware that the opposition kept in the cooler, and we later come up with it. That was the issue of his West African School certificate, that F9. The case was filed out of time at the Supreme Court at that time, and the Supreme Court threw it out. And that has not foreclosed that the opposition, and we are aware that they are coming up with the case.
Hasn't he gone to school? I just want you to comment now. Adeleke was having all these issues prior to the last elections, and then eventually some of them he was able to scale through in the court and so on. He eventually went back to school. Now he has a degree and all of that. You have heard some of the allegations against Senator Adeleke. What's your observation?
Thank you for having me. The question is this. Previously, we don't have record in Nigeria. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
What do you mean by that? I mean, there are so many institutions that actually have public records that are made available.
My name is Oyerinde Nathaniel Ebenezer. In some certificate, my E was abbreviated. And sometimes, there's an omission in recording. So that does not mean doesn't went to school. 2019, I remembered, the opposition party put this in court, and the court threw it out. So what else do you want him to do?
For reason of filing the case late at that time, not for reason of, because the initial, the Buhari court here confirmed forgery and everything on that certificate, that 1F9 WAEC result. Then they appealed the case, went to appeal court. Then they argued at the appeal court that it was a pre-election matter, and that it was supposed to be 180 days, or all these technicalities by lawyers.
Based on the Electoral Act provision.
So, however, the court was on their side, that it was supposed to be so matter and not so matter.
Yeah. So
when they were not satisfied, the appellant now were not satisfied, they went to the Supreme Court. At the Supreme Court again, the appellant filed late, and the Supreme Court dwelled on that to say this matter is thrown out. But it's a criminal case. It is
all right. Now, I just want to find out.
That was 2019. Yeah. But now,
has Senator Adeleke actually corrected all those issues? We saw him going to school in America, he backed the degree, he came back and all of that. What's your major fear about the concerns raised by this
I don't have any fear, because it's capable because he has the certificate now already.
Let me correct that.
You don't think he will run into trouble? Because he does say something right now that the APC seems to have something against him, but they are keeping it in the cooler.
Let them bring it out. If they have anything.
No, of course. I mean,
they have their strategy. They have their strategy.
You have to wait until he emerges as a candidate.
Politics. We know. They will dig deep.
Let me correct one impression.
If he's not comfortable, if he's not confident, it won't come out again.
Let me correct one impression. You kept repeating it that he now has a degree. Now, Senator Adeleke was given bail in Nigeria, because he complained on health grant when he was going through trials for NECO. That was a separate case entirely for NECO exam malpractices. He sought bail and was granted. And immediately he was granted the bail, he went to America. And on the dot of 2 years, while in America, he came back to Nigeria. And when he came back...
Right, just hold your thoughts there. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation because it's time for us to go on a short break. You're still watching the Arise interview, plenty more still ahead. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Arise interview. I'm Sumner Sambo, and we've been discussing the politics in the People's Democratic Party as that party prepares to hold its primaries in Osun State ahead of the governorship election in that state in July. I still have with me in the studio Akinloye Adeye, who is the coordinator of the concerned members group in the Osun State chapter of PDP, and Nathaniel Oyerinde, who is also a party member. And I'm coming to you on this screening issue because that PDP screening committee was headed by a former Attorney General of the Federation, Mohammed Adoke. And when he submitted his report to the National Working Committee of the PDP, he made it very clear that there were allegations, including yours, which is from the concerned group, but that they were spurious allegations and not based on facts. So the question now is that, have you got the facts that you feel that you can use to challenge this governorship aspirant?
Yes, he actually said that with due respect to the senior advocate, Adoke, who sat on the panel. He actually said they have been screened and, so to say, have been cleared.
Yeah,
yes.
Because the allegations were spurious and without
because the allegations
evidence.
were spurious. But come to look at it, maybe because of my own background, how would you take 30 minutes to screen somebody with 4 petitions? You said 4 petitions were received in respect of this particular person. The first thing in the rule of investigation of a petition, you give the copy of that petition to that person to read. And these petitions were not 1 page, 2 pages. And somebody out of the 36 minutes that he spent with you read 4 petitions and reacted to the petition. Every petition must be given to the person that was petitioned to read, for him to read. He will read and respond. And for somebody to just tell another person that you have been petitioned, we have filed petition against you, and then the person just dismisses it with away from
I mean, he knows better, even as a former.
Yes, as a former. Where I'm going,
okay, just hold on.
Where I'm going on that is that I don't have a problem with that one. The screening committee have said that one, but it is the same person that passed through the screening committee with those with that clearance. Now that we found that, okay, he said when a John Bale in Nigeria went to America on the dot of 2 years, he came back. He said he has gotten a BSc degree in criminal justice. Now, we look at it. There must be tripod upon which you place your degree. We know you left this place with 1 F9. And he came up with a diploma. That diploma is equivalent, because in America it's equivalent of secondary school certificate here. So he said that was the diploma he relied upon to get the degree. And that diploma was awarded to him by Penn Foster High School. Penn Foster High School is high school, secondary school there. And in the name of Ademola Adeleke, note that one because I was talking on that one now. And on the 16th day of July, year 2021, that was when he got the prerequisite to enter the university. And whereas on 19th of August, he got a degree from Atlanta, Georgia University or something like that. So a difference of 22 days from when he got his equivalent of school cert, that was the prerequisite to enter the university. 22 days separated the graduation from secondary school and graduation from the university.
Okay, and I come to you. Aren't you worried with some of these allegations that just don't want to go away, that this may affect the chances of both the PDP and Senator Adeleke in the forthcoming elections?
I'm not worried at all.
I mean, as a supporter, everyone should be worried, because
we are all human. I can be in a polytechnic in Nigeria and be in university at the same time, running the two programs together. So it's very possible.
No, it's not.
So you think he was already running this program? Well, the major focus or the plank of his petition and argument is actually on the O-level certificate. That up till now, that O-level certificate issue hasn't been settled, and the APC may latch on it. As a supporter of Senator Adeleke, are you not worried that issue of his O-level certificate is still controversial?
When they dig deep on this, do you know maybe he has rectified that?
So are you saying that he could have?
Yes, he has.
And another thing
coming in,
the degree was awarded.
What will he gain?
The degree was awarded to Ademola Jackson Nuruddin Adeleke. The O-level, that is the Penn Foster certificate, was awarded to.
Very quickly, because you don't have enough time.
Was awarded to Ademola Jackson Adeleke. Those are two separate individuals. It's good we drill ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. But the things that, don't you think that for the PDP to have jettisoned your petition, it means that you actually don't have enough facts to present? No, the PDP didn't jettison. For the former Attorney General of the Federation who served on that committee to actually go through it, and he submitted his report to the National Working Committee, and they said that you don't have enough evidence. Why don't you think that it's time for you to just lie low and allow the primaries to hold?
The PDP didn't jettison my petition.
Yeah, but the National Working Committee never said that they cleared the six of them.
They are sitting on the petition.
The appeals
right now.
Is it the appeals you're talking about?
The appeal have written their report. As we talk right now here, a meeting is going on there on this petition and the report of the committee.
On this petition, so they asked before the screening. Most of the screening members have all these documents before coming in for screening of the candidates. So they know the loops over, and they know that before he can come out, he has screened everything.
Well, the thing is that this group feels concerned that your party may actually lose out to the All Progressives Congress.
Because he has his own personal candidate and his own...
It's not about candidate now.
No, I mean aspirants, because no one has...
It's not about aspirants. It's not about...
What chances do you think that the PDP stand against the APC, considering that the PDP will be going against a sitting governor? That's Governor Oyetola. You think Senator Adeleke has the capacity to be able to, if he emerges, and that's why there's this fear?
He's rooted. He mixed with the last person, the villagers. Not a person, not a governor, getting orders from above.
So what are the strengths of his potential candidacy in the election?
Yeah, he's a philanthropist, one. Everybody knows him, everybody likes him. Even the whole state. Remember in 2019, we know what transpired because we know he won.
Yeah, but we even have two of the Adelekes coming out from the same family now.
That is not anything.
Haven't you seen that even one of the Adeleke, who is a musician, has made a point out of it that look, there's a potential crisis that will emerge from that.
That's an internal house thing. They will solve it within themselves.
Okay.
They just someone caution him to just...
Yeah, but are you not afraid that if this appeals panel from the screening actually take a second look at this petition, that it may affect your principal?
I thought, because before him coming out for the second time, he has everything being clean.
Okay. Now, what are the fears that you actually have, very quickly, as you try to wrap up this conversation, especially if Senator Adeleke actually emerges, and some people are also calling that he should be given the first right of refusal and just be given the opportunity to emerge as candidate without even going through primaries.
The fear is this. The fear is there. The fear of opposition is the beginning of wisdom. They have done it to us before.
Well, APC is in the ruling party, both at the federal and state.
Ruling party. The fear of them.
What do you call that? I mean, APC is the ruling party.
We say opposition. To us, they are opposition ruling party.
What do you mean by that? I mean, because they are the ruling party in both the state and then the federal.
The opposition to us.
Well,
as we call these criminals that are disturbing us in Nigeria, we call them bandits, we call them infidels or whatever name. To them, too, we are terrorists.
The reality is that they are the ruling party. What are the fears that you have?
The ruling party were aware. Before a ruling party will be asking, begging, doing everything that it is Adeleke you just bring to us. Please do everything to ensure it is Adeleke that emerges. Because they have facts that they know it will be an easy ride for them. And what are the facts? They have even more than what we as PDP members that are concerned, they have more than that.
So you think that he may be knocked out
even before election? He may be knocked out so that we don't even have candidate. And with all this damning evidence, I trust the APC. They don't joke with all these things. And we have always been winning election in the past.
But if he doesn't have all this that you're saying, do you think that Adeleke can withstand Governor Oyetola? Very quickly, just hold on.
If he didn't have all this albatross, if he didn't have all this moral burden, with the party he can win. For example, when we made him a senator, he was never a politician. He was never known to.
But he benefited from his late brother's.
Yes, he benefited from his late brother's popularity and everything. He was never a politician. He was a greenhorn completely, and he benefited from the popularity of the PDP. And at that time, he was screened out by the APC because it was the APC that they approached.
Right. But he won the election.
Well, it was the APC that they approached, but because of all this albatross, the APC refused them the ticket.
All right, I'm afraid we just have to stop there. And thank you for coming on the show to actually explain and express your concerns. We can only wish you well as you go ahead. Well, that's how it's been for this edition of the Arise interview. Do join us again tomorrow. From me and the entire team here in Abuja, goodbye and thank you for watching. I'm Sumner Sambo.